is an incredible day for play until mommy and daddy come home and catch us in the act. I'm Jeff Jower.
Yikes. I'm Rick Levine for Planet Pulse on this Saturday, March 29th. We have an interesting dance between Venus, the planet of love, Mars, the planet of physicality, and Saturn, the planet of caught in the act.
Right. Venus and Mars are the lovers. Venus is the planet of attraction. Mars is the planet of action. Today, they form the most harmonious relationship possible. They form a trine, and a Venus-Mars trine is sexy, sociable, creative, and certainly an invitation to have a good time.
Yeah, they're dancing.
They are beautifully until the music stops.
Well, and what happens is that we're encouraged by this dance between Venus and Mars, and that happens, exactly mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock East Coast time. But a couple of hours later, Venus runs into a hard square with Saturn. Saturn is the planet that says no. Saturn is limits, its boundaries. Whenever you run into a wall or run into an authority, in some way that's Saturn showing up in your life. And when Venus squares Saturn later this afternoon, in some ways that puts that wall down.
And in a negative sense, we can feel guilty or shamed, or that we've done something wrong, or that the good thing cannot continue. And yet Saturn, in a positive way, is about crystallization. It's like saying,
right.
Wow, we met, we had this spark, or we had this interesting experience. We can't continue, but let's put it on the schedule to get together again in a week or so.
Right, and part of that Saturn square, the Venus square Saturn, in some ways is taking a mature approach to feelings, to attractions, and knowing
delayed gratification.
It's delayed gratification. Yeah. It's the understanding that one can be fulfilled without necessarily having to have that heightened sense of pleasure and excitement in the moment. And interestingly enough, Jeff, the flow of these events is such that by the time the later evening rolls around at nearly 10 o'clock on the East Coast, the moon moves into Aries, and it's almost like, who the hell cares what happened an hour or 3 hours ago? The world is anew and we can play the game all over again. I'm Rick Levine.
And I'm Jeff Jower for Planet Pulse.